What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nintendo Land, and today we are talking about Mario Golf Super Rush. This is a new Mario Sports title coming to Nintendo Switch, and of course, it's a golf game. We knew this was going to happen. I knew it was, but I love Mario Golf. I've played them all, and I played them all to death. So I was super hyped to see this game, and I am so excited to look at all the small details and things that you could have missed in the first trailer. Well, before we get started, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the video if you enjoy all things Mario Sports or just Mario in general, and make sure that you have notifications turned on because I'm going to be covering a lot of stuff that happened within that direct, including way more Splatoon 3 information. But stop what you're doing, subscribe, help the channel out. Now let's get on to the things that you probably missed within the Mario Golf Super Rush trailer. First off, we return to the same crowd watching you as you golf. You have Hammer Bros, Sumo Bros, Spikes, Toads, basic enemies from the Mario universe. And you can see Mario hits the ball, tees off right down the middle of the fairway. Nothing too spectacular about this scene. There's some nearby buildings to look at and some basic scenery. This course obviously is just a normal course, nothing, Mario-fied with it at all. It's just a straight up course. Now, this is our first scene of Mario actually golfing. Now, we're going to break this down the best that we can. First off, Mario has an amazing golf outfit, the same way he did for Tennis Aces for tennis. Now, he has his little visor, his hair floofed up above the visor, he's got his golf pants, shoes, and his little M symbol on his shoes, and of course, he has his golf club, in all colorway, perfectly matching Mario. But on the top left, we start off by the hole number, which he's on hole number 9. It's a par 5, that's 510 yards, and the wind is 3 miles to the northeast. So that kind of gives you a gauge on how you're going to hit the ball. You want to aim a little bit to the left in order to let that wind blow the ball the direction that you need it to go. You have Mario, the character that you're using, and what stroke he's on right below it. He's on stroke 2, and it shows you how much over or under par he is. And right now, he's even. He's playing perfectly even golf. And we also have a ball gauge. Now, I'm not sure what this ball gauge means. We'll look into more scenes and see if this changes at all, but it's kind of weird. In the top right, we see a flag, which is where the flag is at. It's the direction in which you need to aim. And on the right, you have a gauge, which we'll talk about more and more in the future of this video. And which pretty much just gauging the slope that Mario is on. As it's sloped as slightly to the right, that means Mario is on a slight slope, and he'll have to aim a little bit more to the left, not only for the wind, but for that slope and to play the ball a lot better, which is a new feature entirely. Your map is a circle on the left side of the screen. It shows you the hole that you're on and highlights that hole in green and grays everything else out so you can focus on the hole that you're on, and shows you the water hazards that are also on that hole. And on the far right side of the screen, beside the slope gauge, you have the clubs that you're using. Right now, Mario's using a 1 wood, a 5 utility club, an 8 iron, a 9 iron, a sand wedge, and a pitching wedge. You can also zoom out for an overhead view to see where you are exactly. See how many yards you're out, how far from the pin you are, and how far from the edge of the green or the bunker that you are, which is very interesting. There's lots of calculations that you're going to have to take in account when making a shot. This is not just double A and then you're good to go like the old Mario Golf. You're actually going to have to make sure you hit the ball accordingly, making the wind a factor and even the slopes. Once you've lined up your shot, obviously your goal is to tap the button once the bar is at that line. If you go over, it might weigh your shot one way or another, but that's the pretty much general gist of how you play Mario Golf. And he seems to hit it pretty much perfectly right into the green. We also get to see some more characters. There's Yoshi in the rough, Waluigi in the desert course, and he is wearing some type of casino-looking getup, just like Wario, almost a cowboy getup. And Daisy is in some type of deep forest that is raining. We'll get to that in a second as well. And Bowser, yep, he's in the game as well, in his fit, and he's surprisingly got the most gear. He has gloves, and even the visor is on his head. It's just so funny to see him in golf gear completely, even with the pants. Then we get to the desert. This is actually based off of Dry Baked Desert from New Super Mario Bros. U. I feel like they always use this desert as an example, and it's just always the desert that they go with in spin-off titles. But you can see the tiki heads from that game in the background, and you can see a sand marg from Super Mario 3D Land coming out of the ground in the back right. And like I said, Waluigi has some type of fancy get-up for his golf gear, like almost like a classic retrofit. And it's kind of like Wario's, which we'll see in a bit. And and I still think it's kind of casino based. We know Waluigi has like a pinball tables all the time, and he just has this casino vibe for me all the time. The next area is a forest where it seems to be raining. But does this forest look familiar to you at all? Yes, it almost looks exactly like the Wooded Kingdom and Steam Gardens within Mario Odyssey. It's almost one-to-one, and I actually think this is what they're doing. It just makes sense to do something like this. That place just is a beautiful location in the game, and I think would work perfect in a Mario Golf setting. Now, I don't know why there's a tree in the bunker, that is kind of strange, but we can see a little bit of the background, and it does look like the background from Mario Odyssey, which was just mountainous areas and clouds and sky. But we do see Daisy here, and it doesn't look like she's wearing anything too special, just her golf skirt and her regular attire that she would wear for golf. Going back to the actual golf gameplay, you can see the direction into which Mario is aiming with the dotted lines, which is normal. But if he's on a slope, you can see the direction it's going to shoot off and how hard it's going to shoot off. On the right, Mario is on a left slope, but not only that, he's on a downward slope, which doesn't only shoot the ball to the left, but shoots the ball low and hard. So you're going to want to aim a lot shorter, and you're going to want to let the ball roll onto the green instead of land, which is a very difficult task to do in real life, and it's probably going to be pretty difficult to do here. So you're going to want to make sure that your tee shot is in a good spot of the fairway and not just hitting it as far as you can. Now we can see the slope of the green as well, which is a normal thing. You can scan the elevation and you can scan the elevation of the green to see exactly how high it is, what the slope looks like, and even see the different types of slope changing lines on the green to show you where the ball is going to move when it rolls on the green. This is a normal thing for golf games, and it's a way for you to precisely hit your shots, and this is something that is very important to have in order to be as accurate as you can chipping onto the green, and I'm glad that Mario Golf has this time. Now when Mario makes his chip, you can see that bar at the top left, the yellow one beside the ball, completely increases and turns blue and glows. I don't know what this means. Maybe if you start doing really well, that bar will increase, and eventually when it fills up all the way, maybe it gives you some type of special shot. I don't know. Maybe more power on your shot. We don't really see this in action yet, but maybe we get to see it later on in the trailer as we continue to move forward. Of course, you can use motion controls. They always like to add this now in the new gen Mario Sports titles. They just did it with Mario Tennis Aces, so why not do it with Mario Golf? This is a nice thing to have for people that just want to have fun and do something like this together, but at the end of the day, I don't think I would do this unless I'm just like having fun with people. Like I said, this is just not ideal for me to play Mario Golf this way, but you can if you want. You just hold the trigger button down, the ZR, in order to swing the club, and you'll swing the club and probably just maybe even turn your wrist or something if you want to hit the ball a certain way. I don't know if it's going to impact your swing a lot if you turn your wrist like Wii Sports, and that was a big factor, so I don't know how that's going to impact your swing because I feel like it'd be 10 times harder if you choose motion controls then, but it is a nice thing to have. One of the interesting new modes in this game is Speed Golf. 3 golfers tee off at the same time, and it's your job to rush to your ball, hurry up, hit your shot, and continue to push forward and be the first one to make your shot. I don't know if you can interrupt other people as they're actually in their swing. That would be very interesting. But I gotta see more of this to see exactly how this will play, but this looks amazing. You're pretty much just running around the course, just causing havoc, bumping into each other, just being annoying. And you'll see some other cool things in a few seconds with the items. But did you see how the golfers are all carrying their clubs as they're running? But Bowser's literally holding his clubs in his left hand as he's sprinting, which is hilarious that he's that big to just hold his bag of clubs. Each character seems to have a speed up power-up. Luigi turns into Ice Luigi with an ice flower and skates a little bit forward, even hitting Peach in the process, knocking her down and taking some coins. Here we just get more scenes of the golfers teeing off and running together to their ball. We get to see Peach's speed up move, which she turns into a ribbon girl, just like it's Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games again, and Yoshi uses an egg to speed up. Now you can see there is a stamina gauge with your heart meter, so if you do too many of these moves, I guess you run out of energy and start slowing down and walking. But there is another character that you probably miss running beside Peach. Yes, it's Donkey Kong, and for some reason he's one of the few only characters so far, I think really the only character that doesn't have any golf attire at all. It's just Donkey Kong in his tie, which is extremely weird. I guess you could say Yoshi as well, but it's just weird to me that they didn't give them anything, like at least a visor, I don't know. But Donkey Kong is trotting down the middle of the fairway, of course, just like Bowser, with his clubs in his left hand as he's just running down the fairway, which is very funny to see. We then see Mario use a star power-up. He then turns into Star Mario and launches the ball off the tee box. But the other players seem to be already in the fairway, which is very confusing. I don't know if Mario waited. Do you finish a hole before and then, continue on? Like, is it literally a speed golf through the whole course? Like, meaning you can completely get ahead, you just play through the 18 holes as fast as you can? I thought it was based on holes, but maybe not. Maybe it's just how fast you can finish the course, and they're already ahead of Mario, so Mario uses a star power-up. It lands in the middle of the fairway towards the other players and creates a giant shockwave, knocking them all down as Mario speedruns his star power-up through the fairway. You can also pick up hearts in the fairway, which seems to be more stamina, but what's very interesting is this might be, tied to that power gauge at the top left. As you can now see, Mario's power gauge after this scene is completely empty, and Peach is the only one that has hers. But if this mode in fact does mean that you can play through the course as fast as you can, that is extremely entertaining. I absolutely love that. I don't know if teeing off at the same time on every hole would be the best, because I feel like it would just be coming down to how best you can hit the ball, but I would love to be, competing through the entire course all at once. We're just flying from hole to the hole to the next hole to the next hole, which would be so much fun. The story mode this time around seems to take inspiration from the Game Boy Advance titles, which was an RPG style of golf game. And you progressed your character by, just doing missions, getting stat boost, and all that type of stuff. And this time it looks like to be the same way. It's not like Mario Tennis Aces, where it was a deeper story with some type of, enemy or ancient enemy that you had to defeat and bosses, which was a nice touch. I hope there are like some type of bosses or, cool fun missions like that again. But if not, it's fine. Lots of people actually asked for this to return, and it is returning. You have your Mii character, which is great to see them return as well in a Switch title in 2021. But you have your Mii character, and you get to level them up by doing missions around, I guess, this clubhouse. Now, I don't know if there's going to be multiple other clubhouses that you can visit. I hope this is not the only one, because it looks nice, but it's not like anything super special. And you pretty much just walk up to different enemy characters, such as Hammer Bros and Goombas, and ask them for challenges. Is it just me, or do these characters look absolutely low poly? I don't know, they just look like extremely low qualities. I mean, at least the Hammer Bro does. Look at him. It looks like you'll just run around the clubhouse doing missions and getting stuff done and doing small challenges. Like this one is trying to put the ball within a good circle. You have 3 circles, a red one, which is the outer, a light blue, which is decent, and a dark blue, which is the closest that you can get, and you'll probably get more points for putting it close. And this is just a little mission that you can do in order to level up your character, and one of the missions that she probably talked to one of the enemy characters outside of the clubhouse. You can also see her playing golf alongside a pink Yoshi, which confirms you'll probably be able to pick multiple different colored Yoshis, and Toad. And look at Toad's little get up. He has a little like Irish Scottish hat thing on, and his little, plaid shirt. I love it. And then Toad just picks up his little bag and just trots away. I wonder if he's any faster than any of the characters, or if any other specific character has different attributes. That would be cool, because we know Toad is normally fast, just like he is in 3D World and Super Mario Bros. 2, but it's nice to see that Toad made the roster, because I'm pretty sure Toad never makes the roster. He's always just one of those annoying characters in the background, but finally he is actually a playable character. Now you can see the attributes area where you power up your character. You have power, stamina, speed, control, and spin, which is pretty much everything that's normal in golf, and yes, confirms that you can spin the ball on the green when you hit shots once again. And you pretty much just level up your character. You can probably change their outfit and give them specific things. You can see that there actually is a ranking system. Right now she is 1 out of 6 stars, and she's lead rank, which probably goes up to some like platinum or something, I'm sure. And she's level 11, and you get experience as you complete missions, obviously, and you get to pick what attribute you want to level up and when you want to level it up, which is pretty cool. And make your character pretty much however you want. And we get one last look at some more characters. We have Wario, which looks absolutely amazing in his cowboy getup, which just is perfect for him. We have Daisy in her skirt and her long orange socks again. And we also have Peach showing off for a second with her skirt. One final thing, because on the website it does mention that you can play with certain characters, and it does bring up King Bob-omb as a playable character, which is nice to have in the roster. But overall, what did you guys think about this trailer? Do you like Mario Golf? I know it's not an obscure sport that we haven't gotten in a while, but I really love the golf games, and I think this one is turning out to be really good. I hope they have some more kind of wacky Mario courses to really feel like a Mario Golf game, but we're gonna have to wait and see, as we didn't really see anything but that one course for the most time. But let me know if you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to help me out. And if you want to see more things about Mario Golf or anything Mario related at all, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all things Nintendo all the time. Thank you guys for tuning in, and like always, I will see you on the next one. See ya, guys.